Did you know a single ingredient, a simple cacao powder, can deliver meaningful minerals, flavanols, steady energy, and a subtle mood lift? Stick around, because this 1 kilogram bag of Sevenhills Wholefoods organic cacao powder might be exactly what your morning routine is missing. Disclaimer, this video is for educational purposes only and not medical advice. How I found cacao. I first heard about cacao while researching superfoods, plant foods that actually deliver measurable nutrients, not just flavour. Later, I was watching Brian Johnson, which I highly recommend checking out, and I noticed that he included cacao in his Green Giant morning drink. So I dug deeper. I went on to research everything I could about cacao, its origin, history, ancient uses, herbal remedies, everything about it, its whole nutritional profile. I even looked at people's personal stories of what they've noticed from taking cacao. The more I read about flavanols, nitric oxide, mood-supporting plant compounds, the more cacao showed up as one of the densest natural sources of magnesium, copper, and polyphenols. I also saw a lot of people swapping coffee for cacao for a calmer, longer lasting focus, which made me want to add it to my daily routine. So then I went looking for the brand that matched the science: organic, non-alkalised, clean and affordable. And that search led me to Sevenhills Wholefoods. Now that you know how I found cacao and why it stood out to me, let's take a look at the exact cacao I chose and why it's the one I trust. Why Sevenhills Wholefoods is the best for me. Sevenhills Wholefoods organic cacao powder is the best cacao powder I've found on Amazon for daily use. Here's why I chose it over dozens of other options. It's organic certified. Sevenhills is certified organic, Soil Association in the UK. That means the beans were grown and processed without synthetic pesticides or chemical fertilisers, which matters for purity and environmental standards. Non-alkalised / non-Dutched. It's not alkalised, so the flavanols, the compounds most linked to vascular and cognitive benefits, are preserved. Cold processed with proper fermentation. The beans are fermented and then cold pressed. Fermentation reduces bitterness and develops flavour. Low temperature processing helps preserve fragile phytonutrients like polyphenols and flavanols. Pure and no fillers. Just cacao powder. No added sugars, oils, anti-caking agents or fillers. Large, cost-effective packaging. A 1 kilogram bag makes daily use practical and affordable, especially if you're planning to use it every morning. Vegan and GMO free. Clean for most dietary preferences. Versatile and mixes well. It blends smoothly into drinks and recipes without a chalky taste. So for me, this is a practical, science-aligned option I'm happy to use every day. Quick, practical note: if heavy metals are a concern for you, look for brands that publish third-party test results or request them from the seller, or a COA. That's the best way to confirm origin and safety. Alright, now that you know why I picked this cacao, let's get into what cacao actually does for your body. The nutrients, the flavanols, and the benefits you can expect. Top 5 benefits of cacao. There's a lot cacao can do. These are the top 5 benefits I chose, based on research, studies, science, and how people actually use it. Number 1. Mineral density and nutrient support. A small serving of raw cacao gives meaningful amounts of magnesium, copper, and iron. That's useful if you're low in those minerals for energy, cognitive tissue health, and red blood cell formation. And it's one reason cacao is more than just flavour. Number 2. Heart and circulation. Cacao's flavanols boost nitric oxide, which relaxes blood vessels and improves blood flow. Clinical trials show modest improvements in endothelial function and small drops in blood pressure. So it's a real, measurable vascular effect when you use the right form. Number 3. Calmer energy and sustained focus. Theobromine is a gentler stimulant than caffeine. It delivers steady alertness without the spike and crash many get from coffee. That's why some people swap morning coffee for cacao and report smoother focus through the afternoon. Number 4. Mood and well-being. Between improved circulation, theobromine, and trace mood-related compounds. Cacao can produce a subtle but reliable uplift, a calmer, more social, more present state for many users. Ritual and context amplify this too. Number 5. Gut and metabolic support. Cacao's fibre and polyphenols act like prebiotics. They feed beneficial bacteria, and some research suggests they can help blunt glucose spikes and support insulin sensitivity when used as part of a balanced diet. So yes, cacao delivers nutrient density, vascular support, steady energy, mood lift, and gut-friendly polyphenols. Important point: form matters. To get these benefits, choose non-alkalised, minimally processed cacao, nibs or pure powder, not most commercial sweetened bars. Next, I'll show you simple ways to use cacao every day, doses, recipes, and the quick tricks I use to make it taste great and work well in a routine. How to use cacao, and my pro tip. Here's a few different ways you can use cacao. Basic dosage: start small, about 1 teaspoon, so 5 grams a day, and work your way up to, if you like, 1 to 2 tablespoons, which is 10 to 30 gram daily. That range delivers nutrients and a gentle lift without too many calories. Morning drink: whisk 1 teaspoon of cacao powder into hot water, dairy or plant milk for a healthy hot chocolate, or mix it into your greens powder stack or smoothie. Baking and snacks: one of the best ways to use cacao is as a healthy chocolate or cocoa alternative. You can make energy balls / bars, brownies, chocolate cake, or even banana bread. Nibs: lastly, you can sprinkle cacao nibs on yogurt or fruit for crunch and antioxidants. Pro tip: if you want to add cacao to just normal water like I do, use a battery-powered milk frother. It dissolves powder fast and gives a smooth texture. No clumps, no blender required. My daily routine. Here's how I personally use cacao. Every morning I get a pint glass. I then add a teaspoon each of creatine, spirulina, chlorella, moringa, and of course, cacao. I then mix the powders together, add spring water, and finish by mixing it all together with my milk frother. It's my version of Brian Johnson's Green Giant. I also use the powder in raw energy balls and bars, stir it into porridge when I have it, and I've created a recipe to soon make a cheesecake, bilberry and cacao cheesecake. And I sprinkle a heaped teaspoon of cacao nibs on my fruit every morning. Before you try it, here are a couple of quick safety and practical notes. Safety reminder: cacao is powerful, but a few precautions matter. Some cacao may contain heavy metals like cadmium or lead depending on the origin, so pregnant women and children should be especially cautious. If you're on MAOIs or other medications, check with your doctor before adding cacao. Theobromine, the stimulant in cacao, is toxic to dogs, so always keep it away from pets. And remember, regular chocolate bars usually come with sugar, fats and additives. That's not the same as pure cacao. If you want a clean, non-alkalised cacao powder that's versatile, affordable and aligned with what the science actually studies, give Sevenhills Wholefoods a try. You'll find the exact product link at the top of the description, and also the link to the Cacao Nibs I Use if you prefer those. Come back after trying it and let me know in the comments what you think and how you used it. If you learned something new, please like and subscribe to keep learning. If you know anyone that's interested in this kind of content, please share this to them, as it really helps me out. If you're trying to improve your health, you will like one of the videos in the playlist on screen now. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. And remember, stay positive, even when it seems everything is against you.